from McClintock High School in Tempe. It's time for the AIA Class 3A State High School Football Championship game, brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Arizona. Tonight's matchup features the Tigers of Globe High School against the Bears of Coolidge High School. Good evening, everybody. I'm George Allen. Said nobody else has done in a long, long time. There are two players on this team for Globe. They better bear watching, and Coolidge certainly better bear watching them, or they're going to be out of this football game. One of them's Talmadge Hansen. He runs the option as well as anybody.
I tell you what, this kid makes all the right decisions, knows when to pull the ball, is very deceptive with his ball fakes and whatnot. Just does a great job of reading everything and getting upfield, and is always making a positive play. Doesn't make many negative plays on the field, and that's why they're in the position they're in right now.
And he not only runs the ball well, over 1,200 yards rushing this year, he has thrown for over 2,000 yards on the season. As you take a look at the numbers chalked up by Talmadge Hansen, Roger Sheng says they sent away for film of Crouch from Nebraska to watch how he runs the option. And if you watch Talmadge Hansen, he's the same number as Dennis Crouch, and he runs just as well as he
does. And I tell you, that's a good guy to emulate. And I tell you what, when you've got somebody like this big kid back here,
Ryan Golden,
oh my goodness, when you can hand the ball off to this guy, looks just like Larry Zonk, a big, strong, 252 pounds of a good athlete. And I tell you what, when he gets in the
Billboard Cox 9, stay with us for the next couple of hours. It should be a great championship matchup. Coolidge and Globe, a rematch. The only loss of the year suffered by Coolidge back on September 13th. 42-33 at the hands of Globe. Globe only one setback this year, a one-point defeat at the hands of Queen Creek. Sam Cunningham has it teed up for Globe. He'll kick it away. And we are underway with the state championship game. It is a short kick. And they'll reverse the handoff this time to Elijah White. White circling the left side is wrapped up and dropped. As he gets out over the 20-yard line, and that's where Coolidge will go to work for their opening possession. 1st and 10. Take a look at the offensive setup. Angel Felix, Oscar Palacios, the wide receivers. Capes, a good tight end. And then you got Devin Rutledge and Randall. Then you got Payne and you got Lavario on the offensive side of the line with Valenzuela. White and Jeffries. What a 1-2 punch in the backfield. Both dangerous runners and excellent receivers out of the backfield as well. Craig Weibel, his numbers on the season. The senior has thrown for almost 2,000 yards and 23 touchdowns. His numbers a week ago against Snowflake. And again, he is a first-year starter, taking over for Randy Utsi, who was an All-Stater a year ago. First play from scrimmage, pitch the ball back. Elijah White takes the pitch, fakes the reverse handoff, and Talmadge Hansen comes up from the secondary to spill him.
Just a nice job by Hansen there.
Take a look at the defensive setup now for the Tigers of Globe. Bobby Wallish along with Joe Brochu. We'll see Brochu offensively with Medlin Bender, then Ryan Golden, an offensive threat, Robert Kieran, and the rest of the defense. 2nd down. Weibel the handoff. And coming through the other side, out near the 30-yard line, going to be about 4 yards shy of a 1st down. Elijah White.
I tell you right now, Globe wants to come out and punish this Coolidge team. They want a lot of remarks made back and forth over the internet, all kind of different places. They want to come out and hammer this team and be physical with it.
White scored 4 touchdowns in the semifinals in the win over Snowflake, and they'll drop it out to the wide receiver. And great coverage by Globe that time. That ball took a long time getting out to James Jeffries, and by the time he got it, the Globe defense had swarmed upon it.
Yeah, you can't run that. There's too many good athletes on the field. It takes too long to get that ball there. You know, and it's a play they're trying to outflank him to the sideline, but good pressure by Golden, getting upfield, making him throw it up over the top. And a great job by that defense to stay home.
Excellent coverage that time. Boykin came up very quickly to smother the play. And now Weibel will punt the football away. Weibel does get it away. Hansen is back in single coverage for Globe. And they'll let it bounce, and it's out of bounds at about the 41 or 42-yard line. So Globe's going to get in good field position to start their first drive of the night. As the Globe offense, Cunningham and Wallish, the wide receivers, and Tomerlin is the tight end. It's a good offensive line to open up holes for Joe Brochu and Ryan Golden. And, of course, the quarterback, Talmadge Hansen. We told you how well he runs that option play. You take a look at his passing totals, over 2,000 yards and 15 touchdowns, and he has rushed the ball for over 1,200 yards. And a big game against Swarita this year.
The best part of his game is that he makes great decisions.
Absolutely. He knows when to hand that ball off to Golden, when to pull it out and keep and roll wide. Hand the ball off. Golden will try the first time, and he runs into a swarm of Coolidge there to knock him down after a gain of just a couple.
You know, that's a nice job of swarming defense, but if you look over on that Coolidge sideline, there's only 21 guys in uniform right now.
They missed 6 players from a week ago, and those same 6 players are out this week. The defensive setup for Coolidge, and it's a good one. It's a team that allows only 12.5 points per game this particular season. There's only been 3 or 4 teams that have been able to score in double figures against this Coolidge bunch. One of them was Globe.
Got those good athletes at the corners and safety positions. And
second and long, they send Cunningham in motion. Talmadge pitches the ball off to Golden. Golden stutter steps, cuts it back upfield. He's got it out to about the midfield strike. Going to be short of a first down by a couple of yards as that defense for Coolidge comes in and finally makes the stop.
I tell you, I'm sure James Jeffries didn't want to be out there by himself with Big Golden coming at him.
Brandon Jordan made the stop after the pickup by Golden, leaves him about 2 yards shy of a first down. The ball right on the midfield marker.
Look how big that backfield is. That is.
First man handoff to is Brochu. He did not get the first down. Joe Brochu, the first back coming through, took the handoff, and he was wrapped up there for a gain of about a half a yard, maybe just back to the line of scrimmage, and Coolidge wrapped him up. Taylor Randall made the tackle.
Got to go for it in this situation with that power running game. You set the tone early here. I mean, it's going to be a long game, and they're going to try to wear Coolidge down, especially with those missing players out there.
Bobby Wallace checks into the ball game for Globe. It's 4th down, about a yard to go. 5-man front. Hansen keeps, cuts it back. Look out. He's on his way. He's tripped up finally at about the 15-yard line and goes down. A touchdown-saving tackle that time. Or Talmadge Hansen was on his way for a touchdown. Oscar Palacios made the trip up. That's what this kid does so well.
Watch the hole. Reads it, sticks it in there, and look at that hole. Defenders had no clue he had the ball. And if it wasn't for Palacio, that's a touchdown. A good job of hustling down the field, giving your team a chance to play defense in the red zone.
It's 1st and goal. The ball is just inside the 10-yard line. Globe threatening on their first offensive possession. They've just converted a 4th and 1. Give the ball off to Golden. Golden head down, plows down and near the 5-yard line before he's finally pushed back. It'll be 2nd and goal. Boy, Hansen is fun to watch.
He is. He makes good decisions, and he makes quick decisions.
He is 2nd on the team in rushing. 13 touchdowns on the year. He averages 9 yards a carry. And then in addition to his running ability, he's completed 61% of his passes for 15 touchdowns. And on defense, just for the heck of it, he leads the team with 9 interceptions.
So just one of those cool characters as well. You know, a guy that's played a lot of football and is confident in his abilities.
Very rarely ever leaves the field during the course of a game. Pitch the ball back on the sweep. There goes Golden to the goal line. Touchdown, Globe. Ryan Golden powers it in for the touchdown from about 7 yards away, and Globe is on the board, and they take the early lead. So Cunningham will try the extra point out of the hold of Talmadge Hansen. Ball down, kick on the way, and it is good. 7 minutes, 57 seconds left, opening quarter. Penalty marker down. Penalty marker down on the field. We'll see what the call is. The kick was good. And Globe, with 7:57 to go first quarter, has taken the early lead. We'll see the call here now.
Now, prior to the snap, encroachment on the defense. Half the distance, retry. No, you can't take it.
So they'll set it prior to the snap. They'll move it 1.5 yards closer to that goal line.
They must
and
have
re-kick.
It must have been blowing the whistle prior.
It was, prior to the snap.
So, play was dead to begin with. Never happened.
So again, Cunningham out of the hold of Hansen. Ball down again. Here's the kick on the way. And same result. It's good. So it's 7-0 Globe with 7:57 to go. Opening quarter of this AIA 3A High School State Championship football game from... Here comes the kick down the field. Going to be short. Going to be fielded. And out to about the 26-yard line, the ball returned by Oscar Palacios, who is just a sophomore.
But we've already seen how he can run. He has a lot of speed.
Palacios, who already has caught a 46-yard touchdown pass in a playoff win against Seton. And during the regular season, caught a 72-yard touchdown pass against Seton. So Palacio, who's the wideout to just the near side of the field, is a threat. This time they send Jeffries out wide to the far side of the field. They keep one back in. That's Elijah White. Now White's got the ball. He tries the middle, and he is knocked back. Got maybe a yard, maybe no gain, as he was hit and knocked back by Lucas Rodriguez.
Ryan Kiernan as well in there. Kieran in there on the Robert Kieran. You see the run gap blitz. And I'll tell you what, let them know in a hurry what kind of game it's going to be.
Tough defense. Weibel back to throw, feels pressure, loses his footing, and he's going to be wrapped up and dropped for a loss on the play. So, 3rd and 14 for Coolidge. Globe leading 7-0. 77 with Alvin Moore won a state championship as well. Last year was beaten soundly by Blue Ridge in the finals. Going to throw long down the field, got a receiver, and it's knocked away. Excellent defense by Sam Cunningham that time. Was right with the receiver and put his hand up and knocked it away at the last minute. So it's going to be fall out to just shy of the 35-yard line.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
This is an automatic first down. This is a killer on a 3rd and 14, an incomplete pass, but they pick up the first down on the penalty. Right there.
Oh yeah, that's
totally uncalled for.
Not a good play there. You got to be a smart player than that.
But Coolidge keeps it alive thanks to the penalty. Here's the handoff, and Jeffries this time plowing ahead and getting close to 5 yards before he's wrapped up and dropped.
Make smart decisions.
Absolutely. And that play just moments ago gave Coolidge another opportunity. His Weibel keeping and cutting it back upfield and getting big yardage, and he plows into Globe territory down to the 45. That's going to be a first down. He can throw the football well, but illustrates he can use his legs pretty well also. Throw the ball over to Palacios, who we just talked about, and he's not able to get started before he's wrapped up and dropped that time. And moving in with Bobby Wallish to make the stop on Palacios. Weibel calling signals on a 2nd down, hand the ball off, and there he goes up the middle. Elijah White. White down near the 40. And any success that Coolidge has enjoyed tonight is just, as you pointed out, said, going right at the defense.
Yeah,
don't try anything fancy or wide.
You can't go yards.
3rd down 5 for the Bears. At the 36-yard line of Globe. Weibel drops, has time, throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jeffries, the intended receiver, and Talmadge Hansen is going to get called for pass interference in the secondary.
You know, the only problem is he got there. The only problem that I saw on this play is that his right arm clipped him on the side. His right arm got him on the side just before he swiped the ball. He actually went with it with his left arm, but right there you see the right arm around the right shoulder, which got the call. And it's just a second early, but anytime they see that arm on there, if he just goes in with his left arm like he started to do and doesn't hook with the right arm, he's okay.
That's what we talked about earlier in our telecast, how Jeffries and White both coming out of the backfield, not only great runners, but pass receiving threats as well.
And that's a pass right there that you would want to see Weibel throw that ball in there. Get it to your receiver quick where he can make something happen with it. The longer you lob it up there with those good defensive backs back there, the longer they have a chance to make a play on it.
Ball sitting on the 26-yard line of Globe. It's 1st and 10 now. Coolidge trying to answer Globe's touchdown earlier in this quarter. Hand the ball off to Elijah White, and White spinning and turning inside the 25, down to about the 24-yard line. It'll be here in this first period. Jeffries on a wing. They start him in motion. Hand the football to Jeffries on a sweep. Jeffries has got some running room, puts his head down, plows toward that first down marker. He's close. Let's see if he got it. 1st and 10. Coolidge driving and threatening. Hand the ball off to Jeffries. Runs into one of his own blockers and still plows ahead in season to where they are now at 11-1 in this ball game. Elijah White, the handoff, and immediately that Globe defense is on top of him.
That's kind of illegal motion. You can't have that runner starting towards the line of scrimmage whatsoever, and they're lucky they got away with that one.
So Elijah won 7 touchdowns this year. And his running mate Jeffries has accounted for 20 this year.
It's just awesome.
3rd down 6. Weibel going to drop. Here comes the defense. Weibel trying to get free. Does get free for a moment. Then it converges and closes and drops. Weibel out of the shotgun formation. Right alongside of him is Elijah White. Snap goes to Weibel. Looks. Throws for the end zone. It is caught. No, incomplete. He had Jeffries in the end zone. But the pass is incomplete on 4th down. They'll turn the ball over to Globe.
You know, that's that old play.
So Talmadge Hansen at the controls for Globe now. They take the ball over, hand the ball off, pitch it off rather to Golden. Fake the ball off to Brochu, pitch back to Golden, and Golden's up. Hansen looks over the defense.
Just a man back there, man. He looked like one of the biggest kids I've seen.
Quick little pitch out to Cunningham, and Cunningham makes the catch. Then is wrapped up about 4 yards shy of a first down. Finally dropped out there. And they'll mark the football up at about the 16-yard line. So actually, he'll have about 3 yards to go for a first down, but it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Just one of those plays to keep the defense honest. You know, don't let them get honed in on that running game. I mean, they're doing a nice job of mixing it up.
Well, we'll see what Hansen calls on this play. He runs that option so well as he did before. He's got the 2 big backs behind him, and Brochu and Golden. Hand the ball off to Golden, and this time they smother him. Actually drop him. Cunningham will punt. And Coolidge should get excellent field position out of this, but a good kick that time will chase Jeffries back, and he'll take a globe bounce. Look at this, inside the 30. Finally, Jeffries picks it up at about the 26. Penalty marker down. Jeffries spinning and driving for yardage, and he gets it out to about the 43.
Going to get a clip, but it's a terrible call.
For Coolidge.
Catch the punt.
Weibel lines up in the shotgun, and Elijah White is right alongside of him. Weibel's got time. He looks. He throws. He's got a receiver and a great defensive play by Hansen. Hansen just stepped right in front of the intended receiver, Angel Felix, and knocked it away.
He's just lobbing at the ball just a little bit too much. I mean, this kid is a good athlete. If you're not sure about it, he covers about 7 yards in about 3 steps and is able to get there and get the hand on it. And that time he doesn't put the right arm on there and doesn't take a chance on the PI call. That's a nice job by Hansen.
Trips right, set for Coolidge. The lone setback to White. He'll draw it to White. Elijah White's got running room up the middle. And he's finally tripped up and dropped, but he got good yardage. Just shy maybe of a first down on the final play of the opening quarter. That's Dionks, the head coach of Globe in his 2nd season. He said his team was devoted to breaking a losing streak of a year ago. They had a 3-7 record, and he said they were in the weight room working out religiously during the course of the offseason. They wanted to reverse the fortunes of a year ago, and they've done that.
All it takes is making some sacrifices.
Weibel on the snap out of the shotgun. It's a gain of about 4 yards as Weibel rolls it out to near the 35-yard line.
You know, and that's why some kids are special, some teams are special, because not everyone can make that sacrifice. You know, taking away your time, hanging out with your buddies,
Absolutely.
and doing all those things. I mean, it takes a special individual to make that sacrifice.
2nd down coming up for Coolidge. Palacios wide to the near side. Felix wide to the far side of the field. They line up in the I. Jeffries the deep back. The up back is Elijah White. Jeffries the handoff, and he's wrapped up and hit. And they got both of their running backs, White and Jeffries, spread out. Nobody behind Weibel. Here comes Globe on the rush. They're going to screen and pass the ball off to Angel Felix. Felix has got some running room. He's got the first down out of the 40, out to about the 44 or 45-yard line. Palacios, Felix, and Jeffries all set to the far side of the field. White the lone setback. White the handoff. White tries the right side and gets very little.
Should have been a false start right there. It looked like the left side of the line was rocking a little bit just before the snap.
Last 2 years, they have just ripped the guts out of Snowflake with an overtime win last year and a win in the last 30 seconds this year. Boy, no running room.
Keep giving them chances, and then Coolidge is going to eventually start trying to take advantage of them.
You saw that graphic there. 3 big penalties against Globe that have cost them. They still lead in this game, 7-0. Weibel going to drop, going to screen it out. No, great defensive coverage. Boy, they closed in a hurry, did Globe, and making that play was Jacob Boykin. Lost on the play of about 5. Weibel hand the ball off. Elijah White looking for a hole. Boy, he broke through quickly. It was Jeffries, not White. And Jeffries got the yardage back that they had just lost before from the 43-yard line of Globe. Palacios is wide to the near side. Felix to the far side. Weibel looks over the middle, throws. He's got Jeffries. Jeffries breaks free. He's down inside the 20. Jeffries inside the 10. Jeffries cuts back. It is a touchdown, Coolidge. That game of 78 and 61 yards against the Sentinels. They had a 5-yard touchdown run against Snowflake in the semis last week. Picking the ball up and heading back up the field is Boykin. He finds a hole, and Boykin's off to the races. He's inside the 30. It's a foot race. They will not catch him. Boykin for a touchdown for Globe. No flags, 83 yards. And just like like that, the Tigers have regained the lead.
And so often you see a player fumble the football and then pick it up and make a big play out of it. It almost seems like the team that's covering the punt or the kickoff, they see it on the ground and they kind of relax, and you see them all jumbled up on that side, Coolidge, and someone got out of their lane, and I'll tell you what, that was a tremendous play.
You see the great speed of Boykin. He outran Jeffries coming down the field.
And left him, like got away from him. Jeffries couldn't even close the gap on him. Just a great job by Boykin to hit that hole.
Talmadge Hanson to hold. Sam Cunningham to try the extra point. It's on the way, and it's good. Coolidge has won 5 state titles after 1960, and this kickoff's going to go out of bounds. They've won 10 in a row, and they find themselves down here 14-7. Draw play, give the ball off to Elijah White. White kicks free and gets about 5 as he battles out to the 40-yard line. Got 5 on that last carry. Shotgun formation, back to Weibel. Has time, throws, had a man and missed him.
And sometimes those are the toughest ones to throw when the guy is so wide open, boy.
Palacios, 470 yards of total offense and 4 touchdowns this year for Coolidge. He snap at the Weibel in the shotgun. Weibel's going long down the field, and he overshoots Elijah White, and the pass is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cunningham.
And that's the play that we just talked about when I said...
It's a dangerous time in the football game. Down by 7 and good field position for Talmadge Hanson. Pitch it to Golden. And Golden puts his head down and barrels out for a gain of about 2 or 3 yards.
On the offense, only 6 men on the line. Remains 1.
6 men on the line of scrimmage. They'll mark it off. Football back at the 35-yard line now. 1st and 15 for the Globe Tigers. We're at McClintock High School in Tempe. We have 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go till halftime. The 3A State High School Football Championship. And it's Globe leading Coolidge 14-7. Hanson running that option that time. They give it off to Brochu. Almost a missed handoff that time.
It looked like Brochu didn't want to give it up, and Hanson was trying to pull it out. And if you look at the size of those 2 young men, you can tell who's going to win that battle.
Here it is again. Take another look at this.
Kind of looks like he gets caught. He's trying to pull it out. And they're fortunate that ball didn't end up on the turf. But the fullback, you can't squeeze. You can't take that ball. You got to let him place it there and let him leave it. If you feel him tugging on it, let it go.
Boykin checks back into the ball game for Globe. Boykin just went 83 yards on a kick return to give Globe the lead 14-7. 2nd down and long. Hanson going to screen to Brochu. Brochu's out over the 40. Puts his head down and barrels out over the 45. He is a load to the 46.
Oh my goodness, just a diesel.
Boy, pick your poison, either Brochu or Golden.
And I know the guys downfield are looking at him just, oh my God, somebody just get a hand, spin him, slow him down or something. Holy cow, just a big, big fella. Brandon Jordan had to take him on. And I tell you, he came all up in there and tried to do his best, but went for a little ride.
3rd and 4. Option. Hanson pitches to Golden. Coolidge reads it well, and they're going to bring him down. But look at Golden drag tacklers for a couple of yards. Going to come up a couple shy of a 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down for Globe.
But that is demoralizing to a defense.
Dr. Harold Schlemmer, the AI executive director, is going to visit with us at halftime. It's 4th down and 3. They appear to be going for it. Maybe they're trying for a call to draw Coolidge offside. Now Hanson says timeout.
I'll tell you what, sometimes they tell you don't snap the ball, but if somebody jumps off sides and gets in that neutral zone, you've got to snap the ball as a center. That should be your job.
It has helped us.
Carlo Hernandez, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They will not get it. Joe Montgomery took the pitch from Talmadge Hanson, and he was spilled for a loss. Position at the 43 of Globe and sets up shop 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper Weibel. Weibel up the middle gets big yardage. By this game, they're down 14-7 late in the 1st half. Shotgun formation, double wideouts to the far side of the field, and Palacio split to the near side. Weibel to snap, got time, rolls to his left, and looks downfield, going to throw downfield, got a man, and it is complete. Oh, and a great catch that time. Angel Felix hauled it in inside the 15. It's going to be 1st down.
And I thought that was going to be another kill shot right there. There's a defender back there that was covering a receiver deep. And I tell you, it takes a long time, but he has Elijah White open. But look at this touch throw right over the top. And not a good angle by Lucas Rodriguez up in there. If he comes back, he's able to probably dislodge that ball if not intercepts it.
20-yard gain on the pass play to Felix. Weibel will give it off to Elijah White. Trying to sweep right side. Gets away from a couple of would-be tacklers, and he's down close to the 10-yard line. Maybe inside the 10. We'll see what they... Well, right about it's going to be second down. Second down. Weibel hands the ball off, hitting the hole quickly and going down just as quickly.
Nice play right there by Bobby Wallace.
Palacios to the near side of the field. Double slot formation. One lone running back is Elijah White. Weibel rolling left on the fake handoff, looking for the end zone and throwing. It's incomplete. That time, he tried to hit the intended receiver yard line for a first down. Weibel takes the snap. Gonna roll. Pressure's on. Gets the pass away. Touchdown! He hit Cates with the pass. So Cates makes amends.
Comes right back.
The other one. And remember, that was a fourth down pass play for Coolidge. Ball down. Kick on the way this time, and it went wide. No good. 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Threw for 187 yards and ran for 63. He had a 17-yard touchdown run against Seton in playoff action. He's been terrific. Here's the kickoff again. Look out. Joe Montgomery that time brings the ball back over to 30. Remember, went 83 yards for a touchdown. Jacob Boykin to give Globe the lead. Now Coolidge has responded with a touchdown. It's a 1-point game. It's Talmadge Hansen comes back on the field.
Well, Coolidge's kick coverage team is not staying in their lanes. They're coming down out of control, just trying to put a big hit on. You got to break down and be in control of your body and be ready to make a tackle.
First and 10. Globe, high formation. Pitch the ball back to Golden after the fake of the handoff to Brochu. And Golden gets about 6 or 7 yards. He's out to about the 37 or 38-yard line. Just clock running, under 2 minutes to go now.
Talmadge Hansen just, I mean, is awesome at running that option.
Great ball handler, isn't he?
Man, he just rides fullback in there and just gets it out of there just in the nick of time. And the pitches are always on the money. He's well schooled. He does a nice job running that option.
Second down and about 4 to go. Boykin split far side of the field. Hansen going to throw long. Got a man wide open. Cunningham's got it inside the 30, inside the 20. He's going to score. Touchdown Globe. How about that? 62 yards. Sam Cunningham.
And James Jeffries, okay, it's fine. You got beat on the play. They did a nice job of faking the option, got you to come up. But you're in position, you've got to make sure you knock that ball player out of bounds. You cannot allow him to score on that play. Sam Cunningham does a nice job of eluding him. But look, they set up the option. He throws it on the run. What a great throw, too. It's beat by 5 yards. But at this point, grab the jersey. Not a very good effort right there by a really good athlete.
Try for the extra point. Cunningham on the way. Kick on the way. It's good.
He's got
a minute 24 till halftime. That is a Talmadge Hansen so far in the football game.
He's got good numbers throwing the ball. 3 for 3, 75 yards, and a touchdown, and a long run to set up the first touchdown. He's just doing it all. This kid comes in with all the accolades, but he deserves it.
Hansen, who had about a 40-yard run to set up the first touchdown by Globe, which was a 7 or 8 touchdown run by Ryan Golden. This time the ball is chipped away and finally covered down and around the 25-yard line, where Coolidge will put it in play. First and 10. So Coolidge to Sam Cunningham.
That was a well-designed play, faking that option. And Talmadge Hansen did a great job of throwing that ball on the run. Never stopped to set his feet.
Hit it right in stride.
Made it look exactly like the option. That was an awesome play.
So they line up in the shotgun. Weibel deep. Take the handoff. He will keep. Weibel will try the middle, and he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage.
In a bad way. He's a big kid. He's strong. He's probably more like 235, 240.
Weibel looking over the middle, going to throw. He's got Jeffries, but here comes Talmadge Hansen up in the secondary to knock it away.
So you cannot lob that ball over the middle like that. They got away with it on the touchdown earlier, but, you know, you can fool a smart player once, but you're not going to do it many other times. And it's that same play. He runs a crossing route, and you see Hansen already eyeballing it. Look, he beats him to the point and is almost in position to make the interception.
Now it's going to be third down and 10. There's still 44 seconds left in the half, so if Coolidge does not pick up the first down and stops the clock with an incomplete pass, it's going to give Globe an opportunity. Hand the ball off to Elijah White. No running room at all. Got maybe a yard if they give him forward progress. And a timeout called on the field to stop that. Weibel steps into it and gets it away. Kick coming down, fielded by Montgomery. Sheds one tackler. Look out, Joe Montgomery is down into Coolidge territory at the 43-yard line. Goes out of bounds to stop the clock, which... Again, the I-backs in the backfield. Brashew, the up-back. The deep back is Golden. Talmadge Hansen to throw. Looking, goes back the other way. He's got a receiver, and he overshoots him. Try to hit Golden heading down the near side. Tigers on top in this one. Hansen to throw. Here comes the pressure. Get it away to Golden inside the 40. And he plows ahead to the 35-yard line.
He missed his angle. He missed his read. All he had to do was get outside on that play, and he could have been still running and probably got out of bounds and stopped the clock.
5 seconds, 4 to go till halftime. Hansen spikes it and stops the clock with 1 second to go. The clock shows no time, but they should put at least a second back on the clock.
Should be at least 1 second on the clock.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, son, let's go.
And they say that is halftime. So they'll be, and there you look at Talmadge Hansen, number 7. Boy, and what a difference he has been in this football game, running the ball, throwing the ball, and playing defense.
And making great decisions. Watch the acceleration through the line of scrimmage. That's tremendous acceleration there, and just gets tripped up, or he's going to set it off with an opening touchdown of his own. And he's been all over the field defensively. They've been hanging balls up in front of him, and I'm looking for him to pick one of those off. But that play right there was one of the better plays of the night. Fakes the option, and without having to stop, set his feet, throws it on the run, throws a 62-yard strike. Just a great play.
Well, you wonder, how do you go about stopping this Globe football team? They do throw the ball.
You get a college town feel for a high school team. As a high school player, you get to play in a town that supports you. And I'm telling you, these crowds today have been awesome.
Absolutely. It's a short kick, and it comes down to Cunningham, who fields it and takes it back up out over the 45-yard line to start this second half. It sets Globe up in great field position. Here comes Hansen. High formation again. Fake the handoff. Hansen looking over to the side. Throwing. Got his man. And off to the races inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line for Globe. A big gain on the play. And making the reception, Cy Tomerlin. Tomerlin, 6'5", 215-pound senior, and Hansen found it wide open.
Play. Look, he puts the air under the ball, gets it out over the top, and Tomlin knows what to do when he gets up the field. I'm going to go get me a couple extra yards.
19-yard gain on that pass play. Here goes Hansen, fakes the handoff, keeps it on the option, and rambles for about 5 or 6 yards down inside the 35, near the 31-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you, they said Talmadge Hansen put on 15 pounds in the offseason. And I mean, I can imagine. I mean, this kid he is a thin kid.
They list him at 175. He looks like he must weigh 145, soaking wet.
And TV's supposed to make you look bigger, but
right.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't account for his heart, because he is a good player.
Second down with about 5 to go. Hansen drops, looks, throws, almost got it picked off. Tried to hit Cunningham, and Jeffries was closest to the football for Coolidge. Wrap around draw to Brashew. Brashew's got the first down running over people. Brashew heading inside the 10-yard line. Joe Brashew showing his power that time. Shedding tacklers on a 27-yard run.
And there's that ball handling we're talking about from Talmadge Hansen. Brashew, I mean, they run back and run the old Statue of Liberty play. George, this is back around in your days right here.
That's true.
Look at that. Just leaves it right there. It leaves a big pocket. What a great play that was. Well designed, and I tell you what, that big kid's running at me. I'm trying to grab an arm. I don't think I'm trying to get in front of those legs.
First and goal. Nose of the football just inside the 10-yard line. Pitch the ball back. Golden going wide. Hanging on and being dragged down maybe for a yard loss or so at time. Turned in by Brandon Jordan. Jordan was hanging on for dear life, and he wouldn't let go.
Another well-designed play, and Talmadge, watch the ball handling. Quick fake. And look how quick he has to be with his hands and getting his feet in the right position. I mean, this kid is impressing me, and can't get the motor started for Golden. He can't get going around the corner.
Loss of a yard on that last play. Moves it back outside the 10 to the 11-yard line. Second down and goal. Hansen wants to put it in the air, looking, throwing, got a man, complete to Tomerlin. Tomerlin's bred down at about the 5-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and goal.
Tim used to, you're in position to make a play, at least jump in front of the man and shield him from catching it. He's in position. This is a ball that I would never throw. He's in between them right there. But he sneaks it in there, gets it right over the top. And from a defensive standpoint, that's a ball you want him to throw. You want to pick that thing and take it the other direction.
Third and goal, ball on the 5. Hansen keeps it, cuts it back inside, goes to the goal line. Did he get in? No, no signal. It's going to be fourth and goal. Right at the goal line.
I don't know. I would have gave him that just on effort alone. That was a nice play. And we're just talking about how slight of nature he is, but shows you he can be physical as well.
Talmadge Hansen's going to call a timeout.
Takes on a couple guys, and he's being held up in the air. I mean, look at that. That's in. He's still not on the ground. Now it's on the ground. He's on top of a player. You got to give him that touchdown. That's just great effort right there.
Roger Shanks at the helm of Globe and has his team knocking on the door for a state championship. Fourth and goal. Hansen calls, gives the ball off to Golden. Did he get there? No signal. He didn't get in. Golden didn't get in. Coolidge makes the defensive stop, and they're going to take over the football down near the goal line. Boy, a great stand right there by Coolidge. A score there would have put them down by 2 touchdowns. And Weibel just trying to...
Don't stand around the pot.
Now Weibel trying to see what he can do about leading Coolidge down the field on a long drive. Going to hand the ball off up the middle. Look out. Elijah White in the secondary is finally dragged down, but not before he gets... Hansen and Cunningham had shots at him and couldn't bring him down either. Hand the ball off this time. Jeffries on a sweep. Jeffries is out over the 30-yard line and pushed back by Cunningham, but not performs that option so well. And guys like Golden and Brochu, boy, there's some tough backs in this game. Movement early by Jeffries, and that's going to Globe looking for their first championship, leading Coolidge 21-13. I say first championship, their first since after 1960 at least. And they're jumping for Globe. Now, was he drawn offside? Fourth and goal right down near the goal line. Lone running back is Elijah White. Weibel's going to fake the handoff, keep and roll right. He's got all kinds of running room. Greg Weibel is out over the 40 near the 45-yard line. That's a first down. Excellent run by the Coolidge quarterback. 46-yard line of Coolidge. Bears have it first and 10. Nobody behind Weibel. He's going to drop the throw. He's being rushed. He's wrapped up. He's trying to get away. Penalty marker down. He rolls right. He throws down the field, and it's intercepted by Hansen. Or was he out of bounds? No. Incomplete. Now, what's the penalty call? Back up near Weibel. And I don't know whether it's going to be a personal foul against...
No, I believe it's going to be a hold.
Well, they're going to mark it back against Coolidge, so it must be a hold back near that
hold
position.
Against Coolidge.
First and 25 for Coolidge. Hand the ball off to Elijah White, and he is submarined from the side and dropped by Tomerlin.
Make some plays here for his ball club.
Felix and Palacios are split to the far side of the field. Running back handed off to Jeffries, and Jeffries is going nowhere. Boy, that play was smoked out by Bobby Wallish and read perfectly. And he's played well tonight. It is third and a mile. Pitch the ball back to Jeffries. Jeffries wants to throw. He's going to throw long down the field. Got a man. Angel Felix pulls it in inside the 40. Oh, and a big play by the Bear.
Too long.
High formation backfield. White the up back. Fake the handoff. Weibel wants to throw. Over the middle. Got his receiver. It's Cates, and Cates is dragged down as he's inside the 30-yard line.
Wide.
This time they start Jeffries in motion. They give him the ball, and Jeffries tries to cut it back inside, and there's nowhere to go. Back pass play. See what Weibel comes up with here. They're putting pressure on Weibel. He gets it away over the middle. It's incomplete. And about 4 or 5 to go for Coolidge. They've converted some big plays tonight. Weibel going to keep on a roll. Puts his head down. Drives for the first down marker.
Short.
And I believe he is short. We'll see where they mark it. He was by 8, 21-13, and they've got the football. Hansen gives it off to Golden, spinning and turning, and for the most part tonight, Coolidge has done an excellent job containing the big running back. No gain on that last play. 2nd down and 10. Hansen hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery sweeping the right side is upended near the 30-yard line by Palacios. Near 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. It's a 3rd down and 5 to go for Globe. Trying to convert here and keep the ball and eat up some more clock in this one. Calvin Hansen under center. Drop to throw. Going to throw over the middle, and he's got his receiver, Tunnel, and it's a 1st down out near the 38 or 39-yard line. Big completion there by Talmadge Hansen.
And, you know, Brandon Jordan, just a sophomore, young player, but he sits on this side. He's right here, and he sees the play coming across. Attack that ball, and I tell you what, if he goes and gets that football and believes what he sees, and that just comes with experience. You have the game experience, you start to trust your instincts and go make big plays like that.
Hansen turns, gives it off to Montgomery, trying to sweep the right side, tripped up and dropped.
Nice job.
Snap the ball. There'll be under a minute to go, 3rd quarter. Globe leading 21-13. They had a chance to go up by more, but they were stopped on a 4th and goal, inches from the goal line on the extra point attempt, and Weibel's kick sailed wide to make it a 14-13 game. And then another touchdown by Globe on a 62-yard pass play. Look at this interception. Talmadge Hansen throws the interception.
And what did we just talk about? Jordan, Brandon Jordan, the young sophomore, finally believed what he saw and just reacted to the play. He's sitting on that side waiting. Talmadge Hansen doesn't see him. It's a zone coverage, so you have 3 linebackers dropping in coverage, and he's sitting over there waiting for it to happen. He's running right to him, and just a nice job of staying at home and making that play we just talked about.
Cy Tomerlin, the intended receiver, and there you see Palacios wide to the near side of the field, and now Weibel wants to call a timeout as the club rolling into this game with 11-1 record. 1st down. Shotgun formation. Weibel at quarterback. Double wing formation. Hand the ball off. Reverse it. This time to Palacios. Palacios cuts it back inside. Palacios loses his footing, and down he goes. Down near the first time that Blue Ridge hasn't been in it since '94. Quarterback keeper, and that's going to get the 1st down. Weibel on the keeper that time. Staggering over the last 8 years. Weibel going to drop. Quick handoff this time. Up the middle, Elijah White. White rips his way down to the 15-yard line. Fun here by Coolidge. After taking over at the goal line, and they've driven it down to the 15-yard line. Oh, good defensive play that time. If the handoff goes to Elijah White, and making the play was Lucas Rodriguez, the 6th. Felix and Jeffries and Capes all wide to the near side of the field. 1-step drop by Weibel. He's going to take it up the middle, and Weibel finds running room. He spins and turns, drives for the goal line. Touchdown, Coolidge. Yard run by Weibel.
Almost slips and falls, but there you see a player come through trying to strip and just does an unbelievable job of just
Weibel over 1,800 yards passing on the season. Rolling to his right after faking the handoff. Looking, pulls it down, going to run for the end zone. Did he get there? I don't see a signal yet. Did he get there? No, he did not get in.
He was short.
He did not get in.
That they had against them, Coolidge on the extra point. They had to move it back and re-kick again.
Look at Joe Montgomery, and he's spinning and turning, but it's finally knocked down as a penalty marker comes in.
That might be a face mask.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, too. Out over the 30-yard line. We'll see what the call is. No, it's going against Globe. Going to be a hold. So this is going to... Here we are tonight. These 2 great clubs battling it out for the state title. A 2-point differential. Talmadge Hansen going to keep. Going to cut it back up the middle. Got a 1st down out over the 35 near the 38-yard line.
And they're going to have to get some kind of push out of that defensive front. And those guys are going both ways, so they're tired. They've got to be tired.
13-yard run by Hansen. Puts the football out to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. We are under 11 minutes to go in this championship game now. Cunningham in motion. Hansen pitches the ball to Golden. Golden's got running room to the left side. And he goes out of bounds right over in front of the Globe bench out near the... Globe with the ball leading by 2 points. Cunningham goes in motion. Hansen pitched the ball back to Golden again. He is hit a submarine, but he got the first down.
That's better right there. Understand have a sense of urgency. And as a defensive lineman that's running.
Globes won 8 in a row. Coolidge has won 10 in a row. Pass to Golden out in the flat, incomplete. To 156. This is Montgomery sweeping. Jordan chasing him, and he finally wrapped up and dropped. Jeffries was over there. Talmadge Hansen, can he make another big play here for Globe?
They need it.
Montgomery's in motion. Hansen wants to throw. Screens over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And I tell you what, that play should have been stopped from the beginning. You can't have any sort of motion going towards the offensive line of scrimmage.
Cy Tomerlin is.
You're trying to set up the screen. You're supposed to let it go, let the line come through, but those are hard plays to practice, hard to get the timing right.
Breaking through that time for Coolidge. Here's the punt. They're going to let it bounce. Finally, going to be down. Then the ball knocked down at about the 20 or 21 yard line. So Coolidge will be behind Weibel. Going to hand the ball off on an inside handoff. 90% darn near full.
Close to capacity here. Been awesome crowds all day.
Great crowd support from all of these communities in the 2A and 3A ranks. They really love their football. Weibel the snap back, looking down the middle, throwing. Intercepted by Cunningham. Cunningham hits back down the field. He's at the 20. Cunningham at the 10. Cunningham will score. Touchdown Globe. A 34-yard return by Sam Cunningham.
To the field with that play.
There's the hero, Sam Cunningham. We're going to get another penalty. We've had more penalties on extra points tonight than you see in 5 games. Put it up. They must have had you wired for sound. On the option, they handed off. Did he get to the goal line and did he get over? No. They did not get the try for 2.
I agree with that call. You make it a 2-score game, and I mean, with the time-consuming drive, it's going to be tough to get the ball back and drive.
19. Here's the kickoff. Down the field. Fielded by Jeffries, who stepped out of bounds. Up at about the 21 or 22-yard line when he fielded the kick. Greg Weibel under center. Weibel wants to throw. Out pass is complete. And boy, closing in a hurry was Cunningham, I believe, that time. The pass was complete. Elijah White, the lone setback behind Weibel. And he gets the handoff, and he is wrapped up and dropped. Boy, excellent defensive play that time by Justin Medlin. 3rd and 10. If they don't convert here, they are in trouble. And Weibel's going to be sacked back inside the 20.
He's in punt formation. Be ready, just in case.
Weibel gets a line drive kick away. Hansen fields, and he is knocked down.
And that's a smart play by a player that's made good decisions, just made one mistake all night. But the ball bounced in front of him. He couldn't get up to it, but he caught it as soon as he could. Didn't allow it to take another few rolls and lose yardage for his team.
Ball at the 41-yard line. First down for Globe, leading by 8 points. They're a little over 6 minutes away from a championship.
They score here, it could be a backbreaker.
Yeah. Coolidge got to try and either force a turnover some way or hold on this series of downs and hope to get it back again for one more final shot. Hansen pitches to Golden. Golden, who's been quiet most of the night, and look at him power his way right here. He's out of bounds at the 46-yard line. That's a run of about 13 or 14 yards by Golden. That's a first down.
He went from the rain we've had.
Hand the ball off to Brochu. Brochu, first man through, spins and turns and tackles, drives his way inside the 40.
But did you see the way he protected that football? Yes. I mean, he got hit, unexpected shots.
Talmadge Hansen now pitches to Golden, and oh, that's a good defensive play.
I'll tell you what, somebody needs to tell Capes what's going on that play, because watch, he still runs in there to try to tackle the quarterback, and the ball was outside and gone. It just shows you how good ball handler that young Talmadge is.
Second down, and about 9 to go. Hansen Rolling left, turning, facing up, throwing down the field, and it caught out of bounds. See Talmadge Hansen heading back on the field. 27-18 in favor, or rather 27-19 in favor of Globe. Looking for a state championship. Coolidge denied in the title game last year against Blue Ridge. Behind by 8 in this year's championship game. Hansen to throw. He's got time. Lets it fly down the middle. Had a man incomplete. That time, yeah, Cunningham standing back in punt formation, and the whistle blows. Now, was there an offside? It still wouldn't be enough for a first down if there was, because it's 4th and 9.
But you've taken 5 yards
That's
away
right.
possibly from yourself, so you can't be offsides in that play. Watch the football.
I mean, Coolidge was anxious. Naturally, they want to get to the punter.
Prior to the snap, encroachment on the defense.
Boy, that hurts. 5 yards.
Watch the football. You can't do anything until it's snapped anyway.
They're going to go for it now.
There's no reason not to watch the football.
Hansen's coming back on the field. It's 4th and 4. Now a different situation.
Probably going to do a hard count right here, too.
4th and 4. Hansen takes it, pitches back to Golden. Golden on a sweep, puts his head down and powers his way. Did he get enough for the first down? Let's see where they mark the football. He went out of bounds. Oh, this is going to be close.
I believe he got it.
Here's Coolidge. They could have gotten the football back. Loeb was lined up in punt formation on a 4th and 9. Fumble the football, and Hansen falls on top of it. That's what Coolidge needs right here as a turnover.
They've had problems the last few times trying to run that option with the handoffs.
Put the football back on the 29-yard line. Loss of 3. Right there, Hansen loses it. Fortunately, he was right there and fell on top of it.
And Taylor gets his hand in there. Taylor Randall gets his hand in there and pokes it out.
Hansen going to pitch the ball back to Golden again. Puts his head down and drives forward. Look at him battle for yardage. Jeffrey was slowed down, still fell ahead to about the 20. He's going to
balance and losing their men.
3rd down. Hand the ball off to Brochu. No, pitch it back to Golden. Golden skips his way down to about the 15-yard line, and he's right near the first down marker again. The fortunate was they stopped the clock when Golden went out of bounds. 3:26 to go. Ball on the 15-yard line. Cunningham split wide to the far side of the field. Hansen keeps it. Rolling right. Hansen at the 5. Hansen is over for a touchdown. Or did he step out of bounds? Touchdown, Hansen. Talmadge Hansen may have just wrapped up this championship for Globe with that touchdown run.
I don't think there's any maybe to it.
He runs the option so well. You've got to respect his running ability.
Look at the ride on the fullback and just continues to get outside. He froze Weibel with a nice little fake.
So the touchdown run gives Globe the big lead. 33-19, kick on the way, and it is good.
I just think Coolidge came in here with too many guys missing. They didn't. I mean, when you've got 21 guys going up against a team that's as good as Globe is, it's tough on you. And these guys have played their butts off, but they're a little tired and a little worn out. And what a move that was inside by Hansen. Faked like he was going to cut back inside, froze Weibel, who was pretty much the last line of defense, and was able to use his speed to get outside.
Talmadge Hansen goes 15 yards for the touchdown. So it's now 34-19.
He's finally getting a little rest on that. They've got a little lead. He's getting a little breather.
Not want to go through another 3-7 campaign as they did a year ago, and they really dedicated themselves to having a great season this year, and it's paid off. Now the kick by Cunningham, picked up near the sideline. Jeffries fakes the handoff, spins and turns, and Joe Montgomery drops him back near the 10-yard line on about the 12 maybe. And Craig Weibel under center. Coolidge with a long way to go. Incomplete next week. And then, of course, the state championship games, 4A, 5A at Sun Devil Stadium, as the pass comes out to Jeffries, and he's wrapped up and dropped. About 20. Shotgun formation. They snap it in the end zone to Weibel, who looks over the middle and throws incomplete. He had White. Weibel calling signals. Here they come after him in the end zone. He's got to get rid of it. He does. He throws it away. Man closest to the ball was James by a couple of scores, but they don't want to turn it back over to Globe this deep. Where Rush put on, he gets the kick away. Hansen just moves out of the way and lets it bounce, and they'll kill it out over the 40-yard line for 41. Killed against their rivals, the Globe Tigers. Talmadge Hansen gives it a Golden. Steps away from one tackle, but he slowed down and then wrapped up and dropped on the play. Second down and 14. Minute 35 to go. All Globe wants to do right here is hang on to the football. Pressure being put on Talmadge Hansen. He throws it across the middle, and he almost got it picked off. And you wonder, why in the world are they throwing the football? Up by 15 points here with a minute and a half to go.
Let me call Roger down on the field there. That's, you know, that's 2 touchdown lead. I don't know if I'd be putting it in the air right now. Might be a little bad blood or something going on, but that's not a play you would want to run if you were showing a little sportsmanship right now.
It also stops the clock.
And Roger's a nice guy. I don't see him doing something like that. So
third down, 14 to go. Cunningham wide to the far side of the field. Hansen going to throw again. Middle screen to Tomerlin. Tomerlin running through people and over people is short of a first down to about the 33-yard line. A minute 15 to go in this game for the state championship. Hansen brings them up on a 4th and 4. Wraparound draw to Brochu. Brochu puts his head down and barrels ahead. Where are they going to give him forward progress? They're going to mark it inside the 30, about a foot inside the 30, and that's going to be just about all he needs for the first down. A minute 7 to go in the game.
Yeah, pretty much do it. They can get into victory formation at this point.
They're going to bring the chains across and measure again. The nose of the football is inside the 30. It's about a foot inside the 30-yard line.
Keep contained. Do what you're doing.
And again, our congratulations to Joseph City on their 1A state championship as well. And after tonight, there'll just be 2 more classifications that need to be decided. That's the 4A and 5A. And that'll be decided December 14th at Sun Devil Stadium. First down. That should slam the door right there.
So that St. John's team is a heck of a team. Coach Morgan did an absolute great job in that game and all season long for those guys.
That is a fun game to watch. That's a heck of a program, that St. John's program. They've been tough every year as far back as I can remember. And Northwest Community Christian, what a tribute, because they were a 1A school until some years ago when they moved up, and they really handled themselves very, very well this year.
Oh, they were right there to win that game.
Yes.
They, few mistakes here and there.
Just a matter of taking a snap and running out the clock right here, and Hansen's going to keep it, and he's going to be dropped. Keep the clock running. That's all that Roger Shanks would want to do right here. Half a minute to go to a championship. Boy, just think, Globe, this will be their first state championship in many, 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 many years. There's Roger. This crowd counting it down.
Roger, smile. Give us a smile. Give us a smile, Roger.
Roger Shanks.
No better feeling than that.
And this crowd on the home side of the field letting it be known as the final seconds tick away.
There you go.
2, 1. It is over here at McClintock. The state champions, Class 3A for 2002 as Roger Shanks gets the shower.
Holy Mary Pass by Reese Weaver.